Do you know the way of Black Panther? What is up, y'all? So yeah, man, it's been a while, man. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And at the end of the video, I will have a do you know the way? But anyway, at the end of the video, I have a review of it.
Okay. Now you're gonna walk back out there and get it.
Anybody been here before? No? My first time too. We're learning together. Straight from Waffle House. Hang on. It's okay. Japanese fire, it'll burn you. Don't do this at home.
Don't try this at home.
I like your shirt, man.
Thank you.
Have you ever been there?
Where?
In Africa. Have you ever been there? Yourself? No. I'm from Europe. Okay. Yeah, so I just that's to make it happen.
Yeah.
You want to see a butterfly? There you go. Look at that.
Okay.
Lights off. All right. You want to wipe the both of you?
Yes.
Oh, so you said you weren't scared.
Oh. First try.
Ashley, can you ask them to cook me one rice, no vegetables? 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Pick it up. We'll do it again. Buddy, right there.
No, I'm good. All right.
Everybody watch her.
Oh, now you gonna put me on the spot.
Okay. You know what to do. 3. Yeah!
Oh, good job, man. Yep. So y'all was back. We back from the vlog. I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the vlog and stuff. Hope you enjoyed us eating all that food. You know what I'm saying? That y'all couldn't eat. Man. Food was really good, bro. Really good. Still got some leftovers of that boy. Still got some leftovers. So yeah, man. Black Panther. It was a really good movie. And not just because I'm African American and it has an African American main character. That's not the base of the reason as to why I thought the movie was amazing. I thought the movie was amazing because genuinely, the plot was absolutely incredible. The characters were hilarious and very well written. The action, bruh. Even though I saw a lot of action in the trailers, I kind of spoiled myself with the trailers. It still was epic to see. It still was like beautiful. It was beautiful. It was amazing to see, man. It really was. But T'Challa, basically, make sure you gotta watch the movie before you really look at this review for one thing. But basically, T'Challa, basically the main storyline is kind of like T'Challa, he just got through his father's. He's going through like his father's death. Like after his father's death, since his father's dead, he's become like the king of all Saiyans. Like Vegeta 2.0. Basically, because if you seen Civil War, you seen his father die. He got blew up. By what was his name? Zemo, something like that. Why keep saying Jesus Christ? So basically, man, he's being honored king, and there's like other people who's like trying to take away his position. And it basically like, it's kind of like, the movie is kind of like, it has people up in there arguing. Okay. I can't really talk about what I talk about Erik. Okay, Erik, for one thing, his theme song is lit, bro. Like, I hope Erik isn't dead. I hope they bring back Erik. Like, I hope they bring him back to life, man. Because he's, okay. Marvel isn't as bad as villains as people say they are. Because Marvel has a pretty good villain set. Who they have? They have, well, I would say Loki. I'm getting tired of Loki. Loki has been around way too much. But, let's see. They got Vulture. They got Zemo, like I just said. They got, what was his name? Erik, Killmonger. There's probably more I just can't think about off the top of my head. But, you know, Erik Killmonger, he was an amazing character. He really, was a big part of this movie. Like, he really was an interesting villain. He really was, like, a pretty cool villain. Like I really felt, like, his story was well written. It was really well written, and it made sense because the reason why he became that way, because at first I didn't really understand it. You know, I thought, you know, your father dying is terrible. I know that, but I was like, that's the only thing that made him like become that crazy, because when he had lifted up that old lady trying to kill him, I'm like, man, this man real crazy. Like that isn't enough to justify it. But the thing is like not only he was living like in a very like bad area. Like he was living in a very I almost say the ghettos of the hood, but he was living in a very bad area. So his father was pretty much the only person he had. So he basically was forced to grow up in the streets while his father, and then he also was like basically grew up in the military and was basically like, trained as a killer. So violence is the only thing that Erik knows. Like he can't comprehend anything else. The only thing that he understands is violence. You know, brute force. He doesn't understand logic, because his big grand plan is pretty dumb. Like when you think about it, his big grand plan is like to give weapons to like different governments to like basically oppressed African Americans in the world who are oppressed by like different governments around the world, so they could like basically fight the other governments. That plan is like basically like something that a kid can come up with. Like he's like you know, he's a very I don't know how to put it, but I kind of want him to get redeemed, or at least if not redeemed, him stay around, because I feel like them killing him is like the worst idea ever. I mean, it probably is not, because his last speech, you know, what was it? I die in the, I don't know. I'll pull up a clip of it, because I kind of forgot. I like the other guy too. I forgot his name. But the crazy guy with the other hand, you know, it was okay for him to get killed off though, because he was a good villain. But he was like, I can see him getting old real fast. Like I know people gonna get a little offended, but I can see him getting old real fast, to be honest. He was good for what he was, man. Like he was pretty interesting. He was just one of them villains that you just like just because they're so evil. You know, I really loved T'Challa's sister. She was hilarious, bro. She was hilarious in a corny way. You get what I'm saying? Like, where are those? Like, who says that anymore? That's some 2013 crap. But it worked for her, because she was just so adorable. She was just so cute, bro. Not in that way, bro. I don't want to smash her. I'm just talking about in the sense of like she was just a person who you really want to hang out with. Like she would be one of the popular girls in school. You know what I'm saying? You know, she was just a really cool person, man. She was hilarious. I like how she was like a genius. She was just cool, you know. The bald chick, I don't want to just call her bald chick, but I completely forgot her name. She was a very cool character too. The token white guy, that's what I call him, because he was basically the only white guy on the good guy's side. He was okay, you know. He was whatever, you know. They had to have at least one guy, you know, so they identify, because you know, identify with the other audience. They couldn't just completely segregate Caucasian people. But basically, you know, I said everything I really wanted to say. Ain't much to say, you know. My voice sounds a little weird because I'm half deaf right now. I need to go to the ear doctor because like I can't hear anything in this ear, bro. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. But yeah, if I were to give this movie a rating, I'd probably give it a 9.8 out of 10. The reason I'll give it a 10 out of 10 is because I feel like the plot was it was great plot, man. Don't get me wrong, bro. Don't get me wrong. The plot was incredible, but I feel like the plot was some stuff that you kind of see in a lot of other Marvel movies. You know. But 9.8 out of 10, that's close to a 10 out of 10, so good on them, man. You know, I'll give a 10 out of 10 of Erik. Like my, it's kind of funny. My rating can kind of change later on. Like if Erik is still alive, somewhere else, like if in the future he shows up, I'll probably give it a 10 out of 10. Or if that's mainly the big reason. Other stuff is kind of nitpicks. I understand it's nitpicks, but I feel like it's still an issue. Because, I feel like we kind of seen this stuff other places to an extent. But don't get me wrong, it was incredible. I know there's no such thing as anything brand new. There's always cliches. But I just feel like, I know that sounds kind of petty to not give it a 10 out of 10 because Erik died. I just feel like, that was the only day in the movie that I was like, oh, that's not a very good idea. You got characters like that, you're gonna kill them. But anyway, man, go watch Black Panther for yourself. You probably have, because literally everybody on the planet is going to see Black Panther. Most people have seen it in the first 3 or 4 days. I don't know when it came out. Friday, today is Monday, so a bunch of people have seen it already. I went to go see it on Sunday. What was it, Sunday or? No, it was Saturday. I went to go see it on Saturday. So, yeah, man, I'm just blabbering on right now. Yeah. Peace. Wakanda. This is why I stopped doing YouTube, man. I don't be knowing what to say in these videos, man. I don't know.